How's it going, guys? So you've just watched me cut out this one just here. A bit of a country theme going on. I'm trying something different on this one. Everyone who knows me knows I'm not a timber person at all. I've thankfully got a really good father-in-law that is. So anything that needs timber, that's his job. Anything that's metal, I take care of. So I'm a bit out of my comfort zone on this one. As you can see, it's a very short picture. What it's actually designed to do is I'm going to be making a custom coat rack. So what I've done is I've used the ground as the edge for the live edge. And as you can see by the lining up, so just go back, you'll see how it's going to go. So the live edge is actually the sloped ground, and then we've got some old railway spikes, so they'll be going in all in 4 places here, and then that'll be our coat and hat rack done. So we'll get back into it. Righto, so we finished cleaning her up. Pretty happy with how it's come out so far. I did a couple of modifications off camera like I normally do with find things I'm not happy with. So what we've got to do now is modify the railway spikes. So we'll go 4 of them there. Essentially they're sitting, I think, about 14 mil. We wanted 16 mil, sorry. We want to drop it down to about 12 and a half. Just round it off on the end so I can use a drill bit and put it into the timber, and we'll araldite it in there. Mate Gary at Horses Sawmill and Fabrication, he's the guy I got the slabs off. He's given me a few ideas on how to do things and how to finish it off, so I'm in his hands because I'm out of my depth here, and just a learning curve for me, which I enjoy. So we'll see how we go with the next bit. So we've got it mocked up now, a bit of an idea what it's going to look like. I've just got to araldite and tap in the pegs, and then paint the back and use some countersunk screws to put it on the back, and we'll be good to go and all done. Oh my goodness, am I glad I wasn't filming that. The nozzle decided it wanted to projectile across the room while trying to squeeze out the araldite, making a nice big mess, and because I thought I'd be a smart cookie and grab the 5-minute araldite, it was a big rush job. So the old spikes are in there, all lined up and setting. Cleaned up the timber with a bit of acetone, make sure there's no excess epoxy araldite laying around, and so we'll just let that dry overnight now, and then we will put the poly coat on the timber next day. We're back up in the shed. Pardon the background noise, we've got another summer storm rolling through. It's been humid as this morning, probably near 30 degrees by about 10 o'clock this morning. We've done the back, we've done 2 coats, we've done the front with a single coat. We're using what's called a polyurethane wipe-on. Feast Watson, thank you very much Gary from Horses Sawmill and Fabrication. He's been a great help. As you know, I have mentioned I really am no good at timber. Never been my thing. One of the things I wanted to do with these videos is a bit of a tutorial, but also just to show you don't have to be brilliant at things. Some of the simplest things, like, you know, prepping some timber for making some furniture or anything like that, someone with absolutely no timber skills like myself, you can make it. Even if you're no good at metalwork, hopefully some of my videos will be able to help you just have a bit of fun. This is my hobby. Started off as professional, as a mechanic, and then I had an earth moving company for many years, part of my apprenticeship, and as part of owning my earth moving business, I did a lot of fabrication. Absolutely loved it. Doesn't matter how hot it is, I love jumping on a welder and making things. but timber is just no go. I do hope that videos coming up will be able to just, give someone a bit of confidence to say, hey, if he can do it, I can have a crack. Anyone can do it. It doesn't matter how good you are, how slow you are at it, just enjoy it. And that's what I'm doing now. So now that we've done the first coat, these coats take about 6 or 7 hours to dry before you can apply the next one. Preparation is quite important, I found. I use a 240 grit sander, do the initial sand down, which you would have seen on the video just before this. Then it's a wipe-on polyurethane, so all you use, bear with me, is a lint-free cloth like this. They are microfiber cloth, very inexpensive. I think I paid $4 for 3. Once your first layer is set, then you, again, just a very light sand with a 240 grit, which is what we're about to do. Then we'll put this final coat on. I'm going to let this one sit probably 24 hours, make sure it's nice and set and there's no soft spots on it, and then I get to assemble it, and then hopefully after that I will get to give the people their Christmas present, which will be absolutely fantastic. This one's been one of my most favourite ones to do so far. There's a couple I haven't shown anyone yet due to being people's Christmas presents, but yeah, this is definitely top 2. So yeah, we'll finish this off and get it ready. So first, as I was saying, we'll get our piece of sandpaper, 240 grit, just a very light sand. You don't need a lot, just to scuff it up, just so the next layer bites in a little bit and grips. Just simple as that. You only just see it just start to scuff the surface. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. Don't go any coarser, or you just want just a light grip like that. Now you want to make sure it's dust free. Several things you can do. I have an air compressor, so I am just going to blow it down. Like that. If you've got a leaf blower, you can use a leaf blower. Something else I found is I just wipe it down with one of these lint-free cloths, just like that. Very simple. And there we go. When you're using this stuff, I really do recommend using gloves. I just use these black nitrile gloves. I use it when I'm throwing spanners. They're cheap. You buy them in a pack of 100. They're great. Anything to do with, coatings or fuel or oil or anything like that, I use them for pretty well everything. Then you just get your polyurethane. I've already given this a shake up, but basically just give it a good shake up, make sure it's mixed, just like that. Usually about a minute, and you open her up. You want to give it just a really nice coat. You don't want to be too stingy. I think liberal is the word they use on the packaging. So just like that, and just wipe it through. Going with the grain, just obviously wipe around, get in as tight as I can to the pegs. I cheated on this. Instead of waiting the full 6 hours on the back before I flipped it over, because I already had pre-drilled holes in the back, I put some screws in it to lift it up off the floor so it's not touching anything and sticking. So that way I could get a bit of a head start on doing the front. So it's really that easy. I was terrified about doing this coating, think I'd leave bubbles or anything like that in it, but it really is a simple product to put in. It's nice and smooth. Being wipe on, it doesn't leave brush marks. It doesn't have bubbles. Just like that. Just do this front edge now. Now the timber I'm using is ironbark. I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier or not. It's a native Australian timber, great for doing fence posts. I see a lot of bench tops and stuff like that. It's a very strong, hardy, termite resistant timber. As you can see too, the grain on it is amazing. And this is only a satin finish. It's nothing fancy. So the timber does all the talking rather than the actual finish. This poly's mainly, from what I've seen, it's mainly an indoor finish. It will handle a little bit of weather. If you think it is going to be going into the weather a bit, do a few more coats. That will help protect it, but ideally it's for it's an internal style protectant. This will be hanging up on a wall under an eave, so there's no real need to have anything fancy that's for outdoor. As you can see, that's it. Last coat done, and now we just got to wait. It's getting afternoon now, so I'll let this dry for 24 hours. That way the metal section that I've painted will also be cured, and it will be ready to assemble. You'll see that in the next bit. Back in the shed, I end up leaving this for an extra couple of days to dry and cure. We've had some really muggy, rainy days, so I just wanted to make sure it was given that extra time to go hard. So I'm pretty happy with how it is finished up. Nice satin finish, and the black's looking really nice and glossy. So I'll put the camera down and we'll start putting him together. There you have it, guys. All finished. Really happy. Considering this is the first time I've done something like this. Yeah, basically I just saw the live edge on a piece of timber one day and thought, oh hey, that'd be pretty cool to put a picture on the edge of it with the flow of it. So this is one of my personal Christmas presents to someone. So it's yeah, really happy with how it turned out. And yeah, till next time, cheers guys.